how'd you feel about the announcement before your fight, the press conference with Conor and Khabib and all that stuff?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was only a matter of time. You know, it was only a matter of time until it was going to get lined up. It's a huge fight.
What's your opinion on that fight? When you first heard it, where were we at on that?
When I heard it a while ago and the thing was going to happen, my money was on Khabib.
Yeah.
After Khabib's last performance against Al, I know Al's a good guy, a good fighter as well too.
Amazing fighter.
I just don't think his stand-up's there.
No,
I just don't.
I agree.
I feel like Conor's just got that left hand. He's fast. He's going to be able to use his angles, his crazy kicks,
his footwork. And
I've always underestimated the guy. And then he's
Conor,
yeah. Like Eddie Alvarez. Oh, Eddie Alvarez is going to run through.
I know.
Him.
I thought it was a terrible matchup for him.
You know, Jose Aldo's going to beat him.
I know.
You know.
I look at I did the exact same thing before Khabib fought Al.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I do not want to see Conor fight Khabib. Yeah. This is going to be a terrible matchup for him. And I watched that Al fight. I'm like, oh shit, he's human.
Khabib's slow, man. You know,
for me, the biggest red flag was transitions from striking to grappling.
He shot without setting anything up. Yeah.
And far away, I'm like, oh shit. Well, Al's a phenomenal fighter, but Conor's movement, is second to none. So he's not going to be there, and that leaves you open to whatever he wants to do with those angles. Mm-hmm. So it's a good fight. But yeah,
it's just crazy all the stars that have aligned to get to this fight, though. Like,
oh my god,
if the Chad Mendes fight. If Chad would have been trained for that Conor fight, there would be no Conor McGregor, right? Yeah. If Diaz would have won that second fight against Conor McGregor wouldn't be the superstar that he is. So all these things work out for him. I mean, the whole Madison Square Garden, or not the Madison Square Garden, but the New York thing, throwing the doll, everything has worked out perfectly for this fight. You know? And now it's going to be the biggest fight of all time.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of guys are like trying to kind of take that Conor McGregor swag and do what they do. I thought, and maybe I'm overthinking, but I thought with Nate Diaz kind of making that press conference about him walking out was a bit of a... I saw
your Instagram on that today, and it started making me think about it. And
I know. I might
even if he didn't mean to do it,
it worked. It still worked.
His personality still... So even if it's him just being true, that's who he is, and that's why we love him, like you were saying. Like, it works, man.
Saying Greg Hardy was a big part of this season. I wanted to kind of get your evaluation of him tonight and just overall kind of what you see as the future while he's under this developmental deal.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I hope you're working on your wrestling because I think guys are going to come out and start trying to take you down. I don't see how much longer guys will come out and try to strike with him. He claims he's working on his wrestling and his ground game every day, all day. So, yeah, we're going to continue to build this guy, continue to get him fights and see what he does.
How do you make a determination that he's UFC ready? I mean, he's out there just destroying people. Like, what is it you're looking for to go, okay, now he's ready?
Well, it's the level of competition, The guy's 1-0, and he just fought a guy who was 3-0. And if you watch the feature going into that, we got to figure something out next season where you guys can watch the features like we do. They're incredible. They tell the story of who these guys are, and there's some really good stories this season. So we'll figure that out so you guys can actually watch the features. But, yeah, this guy was like, I definitely hit harder than he does. I've been hit by big, strong guys. I've been this, I've been that. But and when a guy has that mentality going into a fight, it's a good thing. But you saw what happened. 17 seconds, he finished him. So, the guy hits hard. He's big, he's strong, he's confident. He got hit with a couple shots on the chin. He took them. And it's all going to be about that ground game when that happens to him.
Have you guys received negative feedback on Greg? The 2 times he's fought, we get a lot of social media and stuff that it's like, why are you even covering this guy? Like, it's disgusting. We don't even want you talking about him. Have you guys dealt with that? And what do you think? I mean, are you concerned with that from the future?
No, we've had zero. There's always going to be those people out there that do that. The guy has changed his life around. This is his second chance. He's been excellent to deal with. Everybody who's come in contact with him since he's been with us has said nothing but good things about him. The guy made a mistake. You're always going to have the freaks that have nothing better to do and want to run around and say, this and that, or somebody has a cause. What the guy did was horrible. He has a second chance here. He turned his life around. Not only did he, he got off drugs, got off alcohol, hit rock bottom, and then built himself back up. What do they want the guy to do? He should never work again. He should never do anything again. Life doesn't work that way.
So he's challenging homeless people to push-ups.
Oh, here we go. So that's where's
he's
Khabib? He's like,
mocking
well, how do you know he's mocking him? Is it maybe he's just having a bit of fun with him?
Yeah. Are you giving
You
money?
know, and you don't get anything. Oh, he's fucking with him. He went to give him the money.
Oh, he went to. Oh, okay. But here's the thing: in Russia, you don't understand. Like, it's a little different. Homeless people in Russia, I'm assuming.
Is he in Russia?
No. This is in the States, but he's just used to
I was
doing.
going to say, 'cause if he's in Russia, maybe he's doing them a favor because it's probably freezing, and the push-ups would warm them up.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, is it a little distasteful? Yeah, you know, but ultimately those people left with a little money in their pocket. I don't know how much he gave them. You know, yeah, it is. It is tasteless. You know, he's mocking them a little bit, but he did pay them. I like Khabib. So I don't want to talk shit, but I tell you what, though, if the general consensus is that it is distasteful, which, you know, let's be honest, it is. That's great for Conor McGregor because obviously the fight is announced now and it's going to be a gigantic fight. And Conor obviously had the bad press with the bus thing and the dolly and all the rest of it. But this is, you know, the balance is maybe tipping a little bit over to McGregor there. So not the best PR move for Khabib.
Okay, it's also not Khabib, apparently. It says Khabib laughs as cousin appears to make homeless man do push-ups for money. So this is his cousin, I guess.
Well, that's different. That's different. So he had a little chuckle at it. He might have thought he was a dick, but probably thought it was kind of funny. You know, I mean, listen, I would never mock a homeless person. I always want to help them. I really do. So yeah, I mean, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. At the end of the day, that could be any one of us at some point, and you would hope that somebody would be compassionate, caring, and kind to you and give you a leg up.
It's something there as well. I keep bringing up the bad news. You're going to hate me during this interview. But it was something, you gave an interview as well at the presser where you turned around and you spoke about your legacy. And a lot of news and flack as well has come from that because you'd mentioned your partner who's pregnant and you mentioned your child as well, and that you didn't care about that. You only cared about your legacy. Now, what I took from that interview when you were talking is like a lot of people would say to become a great, you have to be selfish. You have to invest everything into your fight career. But a lot of people are giving you flack for the comments you made in and around your missus and your child as well. Is that what you meant by it more so about we have to be selfish in this game, or what did you mean by it?
Yeah, it's all about being selfish now until 8th of September. Listen, it's funny, I haven't even really read what people are saying, but my girlfriend's like sat next to me right now laughing. You know, it comes to something, right, when stuff like that, you know, my girlfriend's laughing at and it's offending, you know, grown men and grown women, you know. That's just funny shit. Like, it doesn't affect them, what I've said. It's, you know, my girlfriend and my daughter, they know what's what. And she was right next to me when I was giving that interview and she was laughing, you know. Some people just need to stop trying to be offended. All right, it might have come out as if, like, I don't give two shits, but right now, you know, it's all about me until the 8th of September. I have to be selfish enough. And, you know, after the fight, everyone knows the downtime, holidays, going to see my daughter. It's just people wanting to be offended.
Do you think that's more so because people just don't know what it is to be an elite level fighter? Like, you are top of the food chain fighter. So do people just not understand what it takes, the sacrifice that it takes to get there?
Yeah, people just don't know. Like, listen, in 5 weeks' time, all my life's work, you know, will have led up to that one moment. You know, 15 years in the making. I couldn't have got here without being selfish, you know, and working so hard and having bumps in the road. And, you know, there was many days where I didn't, you know, there was some days I couldn't eat. There was some days because I just gave my whole life to the fighting, and now it's paying off. Do you know what I mean? So people just don't understand, you know, how it works, high level fighting, and, you know, they look for any opportunity to be offended. They just need to, you know, it's just online trolls, mate. They just haven't got a clue.